stitching and other stuff. Happy November. Christmas season has officially started in our house. Well, Christmas music season.
I put it on a Christmas holiday station in Dad's car today because he's got Sirius radio.
Do you have a connection?
No, we've been married so long. He just humors me. He goes, if this makes you happy, honey, you can. I said, well, it's just for a few minutes. I said, we can turn it off because I play it all day long while I'm here at home alone working. So I get my fill.
Yeah, I know. We listen to it all day while Jesse's gone, but we've been leaving it on when he comes. He doesn't complain anymore, I think.
I don't know. There's something about the weather and the winter, and it just feels cozy. I think in November to be able to play it. It's not that I downplay Thanksgiving. I just feel like they're kind of one and the same. And I just realized we set our clock, so it's going to get dark.
Well, that's why I'm having lighting difficulties.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was like, why is it so hard to get the light right today? I have an alarm clock that has that like sunlight wake up, like the gradual wake up. And I ended up pulling that down because I still don't have a ring light and sitting that right there. So it's got a little bit of light.
Oh.
But it shines like straight, kind of like a ring light rather than a lamp that has,
Yeah.
The light in the right direction. This is Teddy. We've had him now a few weeks and we love him so much.
Little Teddy.
Yeah. So we had a good Halloween.
The girls got well enough to go trick-or-treating.
Girls got well enough. We were very nervous, but no, they were fine. It was fun. And they were pretty much had turned the corner at that point.
Yeah.
So that was fun. And Liddy changed costumes. Did I tell you she changed costumes at the last minute?
We were like, I called you that day and you were putting her makeup on.
Oh, that's right.
To be Red Riding Hood.
So the older two were both going to be librarians, but then at the last minute, I could tell Liddy just wasn't that into it.
Mm-hmm.
And she had been excited when we came up with the idea, and then they both wanted it, and they were both excited to be it together. But then she just didn't really ever talk about it. And I was like, I kind of think she's not that into this idea. Maybe we could come up with. I said, do you want to do something different? We have like tons of dress up. She can put something together. And I said, what about Red Riding Hood? Because a few years ago, I made a really cute cloak.
No,
for one
that
of
was
the
when
sisters.
my birthday. That was a long time.
It was a few years ago, 3 or 4 or something. And they always play with that cloak all the time. And I said, why don't you be Red Riding Hood? And she just bought these really cute red boots with little heels. And anyway, she looked really cute and fancy and grown up with makeup on.
She was a grown-up Red Riding Hood.
Kind of a little bit of a grown-up looking Red Riding Hood.
Mm-hmm.
We've been planning her birthday party. So that's coming up. She's going to be 13. That's my biggest girl. So if you're new here, I have 3 daughters, and sometimes they all join us. Lately, usually it's just my one middle girl who's very into cross stitch and craft.
And we didn't say it if you're new. Sarah's my daughter.
Yeah.
And I'm the Mimi.
Yes.
That's how we know each other.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I ended up fighting that same cold all week. And you can probably hear it in my voice and my nose. But I don't know, mom life. We'll keep going.
Keep going. Don't have an option.
Keep going.
Yeah. I'm sorry though. It's hard to keep going when you don't feel good.
Yeah. Yeah. We did a bunch of applesauce yesterday. With our friends. So that was fun. I posted something on Instagram. Did I do it in my posts or just in my stories? I think just in my stories. Oh, so it's probably gone now. But the little neighbor girl came down and wanted to help us when we made applesauce.
The other neighbor girl.
Oh, and her sister. That's right. They were both down here. Okay, I've got the running commentary next to me here. If you can't hear it,
apparently you don't have anything right.
I don't have it all right. Got to get all the details exactly, perfectly right.
Okay.
So we ended up making like 15 quarts of applesauce. So that was
a nice amount.
5, I think, bags of apple pie filling to put in the freezer.
Mm-hmm.
Baby. Oh,
I used to love having that apple pie filling in my freezer.
I've never done that before, and I'm really excited. Never.
I actually canned it several years. I would make it and can it.
Yeah.
Then I did a freezer version after a few years, but
yeah, I ended up just freezing all the applesauce too because I need to buy new mason jars. Over the years, a lot of mine have broken. So I have a bunch of wide mouth lids and some narrow, like regular mouth jars, but not enough. Yeah, not enough. Yeah, to do much of it. Some of my cans are I already have things canned. So some of the jars are just used up, but
yeah.
anyway, but that was fun to get that done. A few people gave me apples, which is really lovely.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to make use of those.
Yeah. So you said you have a few finishes.
I do. Well, 2 are kind of cheaters.
Trying so hard to have one too, but I don't. Next week.
One of them is I blocked this little sweater. It's all blocked and ready to go.
Yeah.
Baby Cash is due in a week and 1 day. Well, week and 2 days. Week and 1 day. So it's all ready to go. So I was really happy about that. And I mean, I'm not thrilled with my underarms, but they're better than they have been. So I'm okay. I don't think it'll matter once it's on it. But then I also had realized that I had finished my Land of Sweets cowl on our trip in May, but I never weaved in all the ends. So I weaved in all the ends and I blocked it, and it's nice and big, and I love it. I when I did this pattern, I cast on more than it called for. She told me to increment, so it's nice and wide. I don't like them when they're really tight.
Yeah, I like them wider too.
And so it just has a nice drape to it. I'm not usually into really rainbowy things, but I figure.
Did you have enough yarn to do? Did you have to shorten how tall?
Nope, I just put the pattern. Yep, those mini skeins that I got for my art. I can't really see what I'm doing, but anyway, for my advent calendar, I had leftovers for each row. Yeah, okay. In fact, my new advent yarn is right there. It came yesterday.
Oh, fun.
So yeah, anyway, so I got that all blocked. It's ready to go. We're supposed to get down into the mid to low 20s a couple nights next week. So that means the mornings will be chilly. So if I have something around my neck, that usually warms me up pretty good. So I got those done, but I have 2 cross stitch finishes.
Wow.
Prepare to be amazed.
That's a lot. It's okay. You did it. And it's
finished. I don't like the frame. It's not the frame.
Square.
I'm gonna order an 8x8 on Amazon. Yeah. It's really tight here. It probably will still be tight on the side, but I had
measurements of that frame.
It's an 8x10.
Oh, okay. So an 8x8 will fit in it.
Yeah, this is 7. I measured 7 1/4 by 7 or something. So when I planned this project, I didn't plan it for framing, obviously, because it makes it, but I got it in, but I can definitely reframe it. I had a different frame that was more off-white. But it was a frame that this one has just a hanger on it. It's one of these kind. Oh, yeah. The one I had before, the one I picked out had the thing to stand it up on the table. And those tend to have, you have to slide it in. Like they've got that group, and I could not get this piece in there. This fabric is pretty thick. And as I was doing it, one of the joins in the corner actually started to come apart. So I'll just save that for something else. But I got it done. I think I started this maybe in 2018, maybe 2019. I'll have to go back and look at my Instagram.
I can't remember.
But it started off as a SAL with, well, I joined the SAL. I wasn't really a part of the official SAL, but it was Luminous Fiber Arts, Misty Purcell, and Amy Loves Toads. And some other people. They were doing I think some of them were doing a Prairie Schooler year. They were doing kind of a piece each month, but I loved it when I saw it, and I ordered it, and I changed it. So this week I did all the borders, and then I took out the green winter and added the white.
I like it with the white. It pops way more.
So much better. Yeah. Yeah. So it's done. And then my other piece, I am in love with this piece. When I finished the stitching, I was like, it's kind of more muted than I thought it was going to be. And then when I bought the frame, I love it.
Oh, wow.
There's just a little bit of gold in there that kind of blings it out a little bit. So this is Salt, Pepper Stitching, Emily Call's pattern. She released it last year, thankful. And I bought these little flowers I just bought them to have them. They're just little dot stick-ons, and they're paper. I bought them for maybe Thanksgiving decorations or something, and then I don't know. I just bought them at Hobby Lobby, and I thought I was going to put those on the frame.
Those are cute on it. It looks good.
I am really happy about this one. It turned out, yeah. Anyway, her patterns are really fun to stitch. She has another one that says Mary, and it's in Christmassy colors that I was going to maybe start, but then she also has her little nativity. And so I'm kind of thinking about doing the nativity, her little nativity pieces before I do the Mary.
Pass me that stash, will you?
This one?
I want that pattern.
Okay. Yeah, it's sweet. So those are my finishes, but I was really happy about that because that button up by Prairie Schooler was my 25/7 piece that I was working on in that group that Melanie Watkins hosts. So now I got to pick a different piece because there really was something about picking up a piece each evening right after dinner or while I was making dinner sometimes and putting in my 25 minutes and
you did it and you got it done. What are you going to do for your next one? Well, that'll be your plans, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know yet. I haven't decided. I was just saying, I think I need to figure out I want to pick something that's kind of getting close to being done so I can kind of get some of these smaller pieces that are just kind of languishing done.
Yeah.
So,
just knock some
But you almost had it finished.
I almost have my shepherd's bush done, but not quite. I'll show you when I show my whips. But Millie's here and ready to show a few things too.
Okay. Did you read all the comments to her about her dilemma?
Oh, I didn't. Well, I told her what some of them were.
Yeah.
So that, yes, as you'll see, that did influence things. What did I tell you about what the comments were? What did I tell you about the comments?
You told me I should start a new one.
Well, I didn't tell you should start a new one. Other people told you should start a new one.
You read me one.
I read, I think I read the first one.
They were all kind of the same. You're supposed to love what you're doing. So what are you loving? Oh, yes.
Miss Sunflower. What is it again? Miss Sunflower. That's it.
Oh, I have that
If
pattern.
Princess Black. You're following. Okay, here, you can just stand up and I'll just tell.
Did you give her that kitted up for her birthday? Yeah.
For her birthday, I kitted the whole thing up.
That's
Princess Black. All ready for her to just start. I think I gave her a choice of fabrics and she liked it.
There was like a green.
There was a green and
I liked this one. So I did this stuff.
Oh, did the little sun?
Yeah.
Oh, cute.
And your stitching mojo is back because she's pulling it out again.
Good.
Mojo means like magic, stitching magic. It means like you weren't really cross stitching very much before, but now you are because your mojo is back. Your love for it.
Your love for it or your desire to do it is back.
And it's just a funny saying.
Our mojo, our knitting mojo and our stitching mojo.
Maybe if you were watching baseball and somebody didn't do well for a bunch of weeks and then suddenly they were doing really well again, their mojo was back. The magic was back. Okay, and she's been doing something else too, getting ready for some little gift exchanges.
Oh, that's right, because you guys are doing your secret sister thing with your co-op girls, aren't you?
So I made a little box. This thing.
You might have to put a little dot of glue down.
Yeah.
Especially
so
if
I colored the paper. And I folded it. And then it has a lid too.
Cute. Is that going to be part of the gift, or is that what the gift is going to go in?
It will be part of the gift. There will probably be something in it.
But you're going to do something else, like something bigger.
Yeah.
She has an idea that we need to.
So I also,
all of you drew your names already, so you all know who.
Yeah, but some of the people weren't there, so we're still figuring that out. Because last week, the person who has the names wasn't there. So.
Yeah.
But I made this for my friend Lily.
Oh, Lily pad.
Yes, that's cute. Intricate.
And this for my friend.
Oh, little rose. Oh, cute, Millie.
And I made this when I was teaching Lily how to make one.
Are these glued together or just folded into each other?
This one, yeah, these are glued.
Oh, glued on.
Are you the only one doing origami right now, or your sister's doing it too?
My sister's just sort of doing it too.
So it's kind of the thing you're doing right now.
Yeah.
It's the in thing.
Yeah.
Found the book. I think when I cleaned up downstairs, I came across the book and stuck it on the chair for them to clean up. And then instead of cleaning it up, it was like, oh, we'll do origami.
I was bored, so I decided to do it.
I never could do origami very well. I am not
at it either.
I have to watch somebody doing it step by step. I can't look at a book and do it. I just can't. It's not that way.
Yeah, I can do it up to a point, and then I'm like, I have no idea.
Also, I have something with the turtle that I need.
Okay, well, I can look at it with you. Sometimes we can figure it out.
But I told her it probably very well, but she said.
I see.
Well, good job. I'm glad your mojo's back.
Mojo's back. Will you take him now? Oh, you got to water your geranium. Okay. I guess I'll hold on to him for a few minutes. Let's see. Oh, okay. So the next thing on my list is our Shepherd's Bush start along is done. And we've drawn for prizes, but before we do that, yeah, we can just do that at the beginning, don't you think, rather than at the end for our giveaway?
Yeah.
Before I tell you who the winners are, I'm going to do a little montage of the people who started along with us, including our own, and put that right here. So thank you all for joining with us as we start and enjoy Shepherd's Bush patterns together. And I think, I don't have them in front of me right now. One person for sure finished, maybe two. So that's fun. So thanks for joining.
And if you started and you played along, but you forgot to send your stuff in, go ahead. I mean, we're drawing today. Yeah, we're drawing today, but we would still love to see it as a featured friend if you want to send it along later. So
that would be fun. Yeah. I mean, anytime you stitch something cute, go ahead and send it.
That's right. Well, that's true.
What your friend segment is. We love to share what other people are stitching as well as ourselves. So
we do.
We have two winners. One is for we have a prize from us, and then
it's a kit
prize from Fawn that we drew for as well.
And hers is actually the one I'm stitching. So I'll show it.
Okay, so you'll see later which one she's giving. Yeah, that's fine. You got it.
Okay, so who won? This is called Red Snowman.
And the winner for this one is Stephanie. So congratulations, Stephanie.
Stephanie, you win. She was doing the Harvest Turkey one. And this comes as a full kit, and it's got the red fabric and the floss card and the flosses. Yeah. So that's that one. You want me to show the other one right now too, mine?
Yeah, if you have a handy.
Okay, I do. Hold on, let me just get this back. Well, here, I can do this in a minute. I just don't want to lose anything out of this kit. Okay, but I wanted to get it out of the plastic. Okay, so the other prize Spawn contributed from Sanctum Stitching. And it actually ended up being the same one that I started for the start along or stitch along or whatever we want to call it. It's a scissor fob. And it's not a very big picture, but it's this kit. I think it's the kit.
And the winner for this one is Julie. So congratulations, Julie. I think we have Julie's address and we'll pass that along to Fawn. And I think we have Stephanie's too, but I'll double check that. Stephanie, if you know you haven't sent it to us, just send it. And if you think you have, then I've got it in our email. I'll check.
Yeah. And
so congratulations.
Yeah, I was just going to look to see if it was the kit or the chart. Hold on a second.
Look at him. He's just like crashed out.
Crashed out. Oh.
He's like a newborn.
Let's see.
You're talking about dinner?
She did buy the kit. So she bought this as a kit. So it's the same one I'm stitching. And it's Harvest Home. If you want to look on their website for this, it's the Harvest Home. If you want to see a bigger, well, it probably won't be much bigger, but and it comes with all the finishing stuff. So congratulations to our winners and to who all played along.
Yes.
We don't have anything else lined up.
What?
We don't have anything else fun lined up yet, but maybe after the holidays we'll do something fun.
Yeah, we should do a Zoom meetup sometime, maybe after the holidays.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be
one, but I think it's gonna be too crazy.
It's gonna start getting really busy for people now. That's for sure.
Yeah. Well, you want to go first with whips? Do you have something else?
Yeah, you go first this week. I think I went first last week.
Okay, I'll show my shepherd's bush since we're in the vein of that. Well, I guess I probably just showed it on a picture.
That one come, is that use their fancy NPIs or is that just DMCs for weeks?
One moment. This one comes with weeks.
Okay, you're gonna have to pass that pattern to me when you're done.
I know, it's really cute. So this is the one, it's Bring Us Good Cheer. And I'm very close to finishing it. I think I really just have a little bit of back stitching and then the red backstitch border, which will go fast. Back stitching is so
yeah. Yeah.
Here is.
So cute.
So I think the snowman needs some arms and there's a little back stitching on Santa's hat. And then it's really just there's a border here also. So the border has like words like snow and
I see.
And
yeah.
A couple words, some ornaments and stars, you know, just some kind of cute little things in there, but which is kind of fun because then it won't be just like boring pattern stitching.
Yeah.
Actually kind of stitching something interesting.
So cute.
So I did. That's probably the thing I probably worked on the most. It just that
should be your 25/7 piece. You can get it done. You're not doing that, are you?
I'll get it done. I haven't been, but I was thinking I'm gonna. But I did do my magazine monthly. Here, I'm gonna put you in my lap. There we go. And it just got called a few nights in a row. The other thing I probably worked the next most on is my Turkey Day from Cottage Garden Samplings. You want to take it? He's snuggly right now. He might snuggle with you. Still is in love with this one as ever.
So pretty. It's prettier actually when you show it. I mean, it's pretty in the pattern, but there's just something about seeing it on the fabric without the photography. Yeah, so much.
I've been stitching down. I think I did a little finishing in there. Yeah, I think I did the rest of the yellow and that blue spot on the tail, and then I'm starting basically that lower wing, but there's still so much.
All those leaves too. So are you going to do those?
All of this to do, and then all the leaves.
Yeah. Are you going to do these as a flat finish and magnet them to one frame?
I think that's what I'm going to do. I haven't really ever done that before, and I think I'm going to do that with these because I want to do them all. And I was kind of thinking about, maybe that would be. I don't know. It's not really. I think I have all but one that, because Julie sent me. I think just there's one missing. I'll have to look at what it is. And then I think there might be enough fabric left from this to at least do one more on it if I like that fabric match with one of the other ones. I don't think I could do it for a monthly. They're way too big to stitch one a month for me.
Yeah, they are pretty.
I wish I could, because it would be fun to do that as my yearly goal, but they're too big. So I have to decide what I'm going to do next. But I do want to, I think. Is that really noisy, the crinkling paper?
Could you end up?
I could just start
one a month and then work on them throughout, whichever ones you want to, and then have them for the next year if you didn't finish them.
That might be a good way to do it.
Since you want to do them anyway, and they are kind of monthly.
Yeah, that would be a good idea. And I could start them and then I'd have it going.
Because I've already thought about because I'll talk about it more in my plans, what I'm doing, but the ones I picked for my monthly piece next year are going to be a little bit more stitching than I've had this year. But I thought I'm going to tackle it more as a season. So there'll be, three of them for 3, you know what I mean? Like I might not finish one in a month, but I might get it done and another one started in the next month and give myself the whole season to do those 3, kind of like I've been doing the 4 seasons girls.
Right.
Giving myself a whole season, but this would be 3 different patterns. So kind of monthly, but give myself a little more breathing room, give myself 3 months to do 3 of them, then 1 month for one.
Right.
So, that I think you could do that with those. I think that would be,
I probably could.
Then you could have the fun of starting each of them and not having to wait till you finish one.
Yeah, that might be a good idea. Have those all going and pull them out 1 month.
Yeah, might be kind of refreshing.
That'd be kind of fun.
Or you could make that your 25/7 piece for that month or whatever.
Yeah, and then do that a little bit every day.
Yeah.
The other thing I worked on 2 other things. I didn't have like a huge amount. Well, I mean, the magazine monthly is only 5 projects that I'm just choosing. This isn't even on that, but I decided to work on it anyways. I'm on this chicken right here. Yeah, that one who's standing there. Rosie got this for me for my birthday. Say that. So there's a lot of color changes. This fabric is so stiff. It's not really traditionally. Yeah.
Oh, I can see him now though. Last time you just had the pink going, so now we can see his head turned.
Yeah, her is the chicken.
Sorry, her head.
Her head.
Is that right?
That one's the rooster. Yeah.
I chose the wrong pronouns. It's gonna be the story of my life till I die.
Pronouns are really straightforward.
They don't have a say.
What? I know. I know the heat lamp's not on, but can we talk about that later since I'm recording right now? Update on the animals wintering situation. Okay, I can't get this back in the bag. Sorry. Why? Because it fits in there. There we go. The only other thing I worked on was my stocking for Jesse, and I added his name.
Oh, you didn't get the beads yet, though.
No, I don't have money. I will next.
Would you just send me how many you need? Just text me later. Because if I go out to a thread needle next week, I'll pick them up for you.
So yeah, there's that.
So that part's all done now, the border and the.
It's all done. Now I just need to finish the beads.
Well, hurry up and get those done so that you can pass that pattern to me because I'm going to stitch that for Dad.
Okay, you give me the beads. I'll finish it and pass you the pattern. They're true.
I love that pattern.
Yeah, and I think that actually, I don't have the pattern with me. This is the one I'm going to do. I'm going to start it soon, but okay, I don't want to talk about dinner. I'm not talking with you about anything. I'm cross stitch world right now. We're not making.
Goodbye, Millie.
Only 5 o'clock. We eat dinner later than that. Have a snack. Goodbye. Okay. When I looked at what the beads were and compared it to the number of beads called for in the stocking I'm going to stitch, this one does not look like it has more beads, but it calls for 2 more packages than the other pattern. The other pattern says to buy 3 packages of the Mill Hill beads, which got me about halfway through the stocking. This one calls for 5 packages of the same bead. And it's not like there's more beads on it, I don't think, than the one I'm doing right now.
There's no other beads in those bands? Or they're just beads on the trees?
There's some, well, these trees are heavily beaded.
Right, but some of Jesse's are heavily
beaded. And I guess this, you know, I might actually look into this. This is kind of what I was thinking about doing with his, if I ended up with beads. Can you see they have a cross stitch?
Oh, yeah.
Each, there's a bead. I was thinking about doing that with his, not even realizing that my stocking already called for that.
That'd be cool. Well,
so I'm not really sure. Actually, looking at this, other than those heavily beaded areas, I feel like the one that I'm working on now requires more beads.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that was just kind of a miscalculation on the first, like maybe that was the first one they published and then realized, oh, we should probably.
Maybe.
I used up 3 packages already. I probably need at least 3 more. And they're not that expensive. I just literally have no extra.
Right. Well, just text them to me because I can pick them up.
So that is everything I worked on.
Okay. Well, I worked on.
I did some knitting, but I'm not going to. I ripped out Rosie's sweater and I put some of it back on, but I'm not going to show it because it's not very exciting.
Well, I did put together my magazine monthly.
Yeah.
And I didn't have that last week.
Yeah, I don't think I have mine yet either, but I do now.
I only worked on one thing that's on it so far, and I'll show that. But okay, so sorry, got a mess going here. So this is my comfort stitch. This is Autumn Posy by Home Stitchness, Jenny Vandeweel.
Right, I know it's got really itchy.
Sorry, honey. So it's in a sheet protector, but it's this little pattern.
It's really cute.
I worked on it.
Oh,
so I did all of this.
You could have that done and displayed at Thanksgiving.
I know I could. So I have an acorn to do here and a wheat, one of these, and a couple little berries, and then a bird.
Oh, a bird.
Yeah, she gives you.
Oh, that's right. This has the 2 different birds.
American goldfinch or European goldfinch.
How are you going to just like fully finish it?
I think I might just put it in a little frame.
Like a little rectangular frame.
Yeah, I think so.
That'd be cute. I mean, if you ended up finding a heart frame that was that shape and size, that'd be so cute.
That would be cute. And this was just a Hobby Lobby, you know, their Muranos or whatever. It's a long skinny piece.
Mm-hmm.
It fits on there really nice. I like that blue. I actually started something else on this same fabric, the same blue fabric that was a new start for me this week. But I like it. It's an even weave, so it's nice to work on.
You know what I just remembered? What? I have that really cute Santa from Emily Call to put out this Christmas, and now I'm really excited.
Are you really excited?
Away, and now I just thought, oh, I get to put that out soon. Yay!
I know, I got Tina's little stocking over here. I should be hanging it. So then this is on my magazine monthly piece. Magazine monthly. I don't really have a good picture of it. I don't have a good picture. It was Barbara Anna's SAL last winter. Mm-hmm. It's the Dreaming Miss Claus. And she's over here. She's got big swooping white gray hair. And so I pulled this out and worked on it. I did the snow and this the other night.
Yeah, that's cute.
Yeah, it's a cute one. And so I want to kind of focus on that. So I'm going to put that on I'm kind of getting into that winter Christmas stitching mojo. My new start was an Emily Call. And it's her autumn piece.
Oh yeah, that's a cute one.
And she calls for fancy flosses, and I didn't go to Threadneedle. I just went and got DMC alternatives, which she does not give, but I just Googled like one of them is used brick. So I just Googled what a substitution for used brick would be, and it told me. I kind of did my own mix of a couple different colors. And so it's on that Murano. I think what color is this? It's from Hobby Lobby, and I think it's called Ice. So I just have that much done, but.
Her photography for her patterns are really cute.
I know.
If you're watching, do you do those yourself, or do you have somebody that you pay to do?
No, but
if you do it yourself, I'm impressed. And if you pay someone, it's well worth your money because it's really cute.
Yeah.
It's like Shepherd's Bush tries to do, but doesn't successfully do in terms
they
of
need to be bigger
pattern. Yeah, it needs to be zoomed in more like this one.
Well, theirs are still like literally photographs that are attached to their patterns.
Yeah, that's also true.
But printing this on our printer
took a lot of it. Yeah,
I did. And I bought her other one. I'll show it in a minute in my haul. And I did not print the I just don't
print the.
But I thought to show it, I thought I'll at least do one. So that I started last night actually. And then I also worked on a different shepherd's bush. This was, I think this was a freebie. Happy Christmas to all. I don't have a color picture, but it's a house with a bird on it, and there's a sheep and some trees and some little motifs. And so last night I worked on, I already had this all done. So I worked on these and these.
Cute.
And I've got a couple. I've got a
so standard for them.
I know. Anyway, I've got a couple of these kitted up. I need to work on them. And then the last thing I really worked on was my Our Year by Historical Sampler Company. I finally finished my October square.
Oh, good. You're almost to the end.
Almost to the end. And I thought, okay, before I do my November square, before I start it,
borders.
I need to do some more border work.
Do your border work. Then you'll finish November and you'll just be like, now I just have December to do. And then you'll finish
and
it.
the border doesn't take a terribly long time. I mean,
yeah.
It's not
if you just do the squares, you're never going to go finish that border because you'll be like,
right. And I started, I did start the borders along the line.
I don't think that'll take you very long to do down that other side.
I don't think so either. So then in December, I'll be done. Ready for my new piece that I just planned.
How fun.
That is about all I worked on. Yeah, that's all I worked on this week. But and I framed those two things this morning, so that was good.
Yeah.
And weaved the ends on that cowl. That took up part of last 2 nights ago. I think I worked on that. I had like maybe half them to weave in.
Do you remember that little blue sweater with the hood that I made for my friend's baby? I made it like last year because he was born, but I made it like a 12-month. He wore it to church today and it was so cute on him. It was like so cute on him. It made me so happy. That was really fun to see my knitting out in the wild.
Seeing your knitting out in the wild.
Yeah.
I other than that, and then I planned made my plans for the month, so that was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have any haul. Do you have any haul?
I have a little bit of haul. So again, I did buy Emily Call's Thankful turkey, and I'll just flash it, but you can go to her. It's basically a turkey. It says thankful for you and some leaves.
Oh yeah.
I bought flosses for it, and I'm just gonna get some. I've got fabric that I can just tea dye. I'm gonna do it on a tea dye, make it a little more rustic looking. So that was one haul. The other haul was my little box
came.
England came. And this is a cute one.
I feel like you just showed us the other one, but I guess
they're once a month. So in it came this cute little holiday chocolate on a stick.
You should come see this fun box that Mimi gets every month.
I want to see.
It's from Cotton and Twine, and they send it's a subscription.
Got a little candy cane. A little candy on a stick.
Yeah.
This is the pattern. It's a Christmas pattern.
Which is a pattern.
Yeah. Just keep watching this. Watch it. Just watch
it. And then they sent the frame. It's actually an 8x8 frame.
You can try it to make sure your other one fits in.
No. Oh, I know. You're right. I should. And then they sent some tea.
Pattern, and she got the frame with tea.
And a needle minder. Look at this cute needle minder.
Oh.
Okay, Mom, can we get that?
Probably. You can put it on
fabric.
Green.
And then these are the floss colors.
The whole thing. Plus the frame, plus a little goodie.
Yeah, we should get that.
You know that one that Mimi gave me that she passed on to me with the chickens?
For her birthday.
I gave you the chickens.
No, not that chicken. The other one.
Yeah, the cute red and black and yellow.
Pass one of them on to me, the box.
That came. I don't do.
I'll show it to you.
A lot of people do, the fabric of the month. They do the thread of the month, but I kind of like this. This is fun.
Yeah.
I should look and see how much I'm spending on it though. I'm sure it's not cheap.
Probably not cheap, especially if it's coming from England.
It's coming from England?
Yeah.
Cool. Then the last thing I bought was actually a knitting pattern called Heartwarmer by Justina Lurkowski, and she goes by Lettuce Knits, Letes Knits. And I've had my eye on this pattern for a while. It's got baubles and lace. It's not a very good picture.
It's a long cowl.
Yeah.
It's not a wrapped heart warmer, because usually heart warmers are like
it's just a
shawls. It's just
which, by the way, when we watched Enola, does
she have one of those?
She doesn't, but one of the little girls that works in the Match Factory has one of those on tied around her.
For the girls, I wonder if they'd wear them. Warmer is a shawl that wraps and ties at the side.
So that's kind of a picture of it on her arm.
One, though. Heartwarming.
Yeah, she's got several shawls and several. The problem with this one is I'm afraid I asked her if there was an increment, a stitch pattern increment, so that I could make it bigger like I did the other one. And she said it would be easier for you to go up a
size.
A yarn weight size and down a yarn and up a needle or something like that. And I thought, I'm just going to stitch it as is. I'm not going to mess with it. It'll be fine. Yeah. I could always block it out.
You could just keep the yarn the same and go up a needle size so you have it loose. Well, but then your gauge will be looser.
Actually, I should look and see. She has you cast on.
So you'd want to go up a yarn size, up a needle size, probably.
Yeah, she has you casting on.
Yeah, you could compare it to how many you cast on for your other one. If it's the same weight yarn. Then...
Oh, you know what? It's actually more stitches than I cast on for the last one. So I'm going to be okay.
Fine.
But I haven't picked a yarn. When I went through my yarn last night, I found several that I thought, because I just want to solid it. I don't have a lot. What I bought more recently that's kind of out and about in my room are more of the colored, multicolored. But I had a lot of tonals in my stash, but I just don't go digging in there very often because it's so hard to get in that closet. So I pulled a couple out. I had kind of a dusty blue, and I had another one that I pulled out that might be. It takes quite a bit though. Yeah. That's kind of why it takes more. I think it takes more than one regular. What does she say? Abbreviation.
What's the yardage?
That's what I'm looking.
Because I'm wondering if I have yarn. I have a couple, I got on sale at Hobby Lobby. Remember, I got all that yarn, and I've been thinking about.
Yeah, it says one skein of Martin's Lab Tibetan singles, and then it says 480 meters or 525 per 120 grams. That's not very helpful. I have to look up what Martin Labs.
Yeah, I hate it when designers do that. Just tell me, because I'm never going to go order that yarn. Maybe on a very rare occasion, but
on a very rare occasion,
get my own with my own yarn.
Let me look it up, because now I'm interested.
It's not that big a deal. I'll put a link to the pattern in there.
Yeah,
I'll show it, and I'll probably favorite it in my Ravelry. Oh, and Fawn sent me pictures. Oh, good.
Tibetan.
Oh, good. And Sean did it too. I didn't know that Sean did it too.
Oh, did he? Oh, yeah. I didn't either. She didn't say.
I'm talking about the shepherd's bush stitch along. Love it. Cute. Okay, so those you'll already have seen those, but I didn't see them until just now.
I bet.
Super cute.
Singles. She also, I saw Curious Handmade, Helen Stewart.
Oh, I love her patterns.
Who does the Land of Sweets cowl that I've done like 3 times. She has another one that I saw on her Ravelry page. Oh, I'll have to, I'll try to remember to talk about that one next week.
Okay.
It doesn't have as many stripes in it, but it's it's kind of got the lacy bands in it and different texture. Let me see. Come on. Sunny side up, Tibetan singles. Let's see what this is. Well, it's 34 euros for a skein, so, but it doesn't say, let's see, 525 yards. I'm going to need 2 skeins.
Yeah.
because most of those
stock weight yarn.
Yeah, and most of those are
fingering
420 to 460 yards is the norm. 420 is kind of the norm. I did pull one out that had 460, and I think it was a Tuscan Knits yarn. I'm going to have to see if she's still doing that one.
I might have to enough, but not quite.
Not quite, yeah. Anyway, I really love this pattern, and she's shown it several times on her Instagram grid throughout the fall. And there was another one. Her name, she goes by Lettuce, L-E-T-E-S.
Oh, yeah.
Knits. Lettuce, L-E-T-E apostrophe S, knits.
L-E-T-E. Oh, Let's Knit?
Yeah, Letty's Knits. She's in Eastern Europe.
Okay.
Justina Lorkowski is her name.
Okay.
But yeah, so that was kind of a purchase. I thought I want to do another cowl. I really like cowls, and I feel like
she's in Poland. It said it's Polish. She's Polish.
Yes, Polish. Yes.
I saw that on the pattern when you were showing the photo.
I think I've knit something else by her a long time ago. Can't remember what, but there was something of hers. And I mean, she has a lot of patterns out. I was going to go peruse her.
I looked at her patterns. I'll have to go.
Yeah, I think. But yeah, I do like cowls, and I feel like when I wear a coat, I don't wear a coat very often here because it doesn't get that cold, and I run to my car and turn my heat on, and I just but to have a cowl on keeps me warm during that time.
Yeah.
Before my car heats up. I mean, if it's in the 20s, I'll put a coat on, but I don't really have a really nice coat. I have a really, really nice heavy wool dress coat, but I don't have
a parka.
A casual. Yeah, I need to get one. I've been meaning to for the last couple of years, and I just haven't done it. And
I ended up with a really nice one from Cabela's a few years ago, and I love it.
Yeah,
I think I'm rated Columbia brand. I think it's Columbia, and it's so warm.
Yeah. You know, and if we take a trip like to the ocean or something, it's all, you know, in the fall we've gone. We won't now because we just went to Seaside, but
yeah,
I just don't have. I sometimes have a light raincoat with a sweater underneath it, but I definitely should have a coat in my life. I'm 60. I should have a coat. And I like the look of having a cowl underneath a jacket. I think it's cute.
Yeah, I do too.
And I don't like to have my coats zipped all the way up.
Yeah, that's what I had. I had a nice thick. It's like a big. Well, I got it from Grandma. It was a square scarf, and I had it really cute for church, tucked in and wrapped and kind of tucked into the coat. But then I took it off when I got home because I was warm. But,
you know, I have still a ton of her scarves. Do you want more scarves?
I would maybe look at them. Yeah.
Okay. I have way more than I'm ever going to use.
Yeah. I wear scarves all the time in winter.
Yeah. So I'll go through them. I've got a stack started for you again.
Oh, good. I probably haven't even gone through the last stack.
Well, also, I was thinking, I think if you guys want it, I've got all that cotton, sugar and cream cotton.
Pass it to my girls at Co-op.
That's what I was thinking, because I can't work with it very well. It's too thick for my hands, and I prefer the Hobby Lobby Simply.
Yeah.
I love it.
No, I was thinking I might put together.
I got a crate full of it, Sarah.
Oh, fun! They would love that.
Yeah. Okay, I'll pass that on to you, because I just know I won't ever knit with that. You know, it was great when I was learning to knit, but
yeah, I know it hurts my hands to knit.
It does hurt my hands. It's probably the only yarn I've ever knit that hurt my hands.
Yeah, the really thick, chunky stuff I make those hoods out of.
Oh yeah,
eventually too, but
yeah. Anyway, so those are my purchases. It wasn't a ton, but well, I bought the frames for my 2 finished projects.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I forgot about too? I didn't realize this. When I go into Hobby Lobby and I look at the frames that are in the front of the store, you know, they're photograph frames. I forgot
other frames.
There's a whole other framing department.
I don't think I ever knew that until this year.
And then it dawned on me, that's where Sarah probably got her big frame for her Joyful World. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I could not find a frame. This is a bunny hole, guys, but I found these pictures.
Bunny hole.
Rabbit hole. Going down a rabbit hole. I found these pictures of, well, you know,
I'm like, what is she
saying? Going down a little trip. I found these pictures of my mother with her mother and my 2 grandmas. So my mom's mom and my mom's mom.
Eileen's hair.
I know.
So high.
I know. I think this was like around 77, but I'm not sure. And then there's one of her with each of the grandmas and one of the two grandmas together. And then there's one of all three of them in front of the Empress Hotel in Vancouver. They went up to Butchart Gardens, and you can't see it very well. This is not a good one, but anyway, I wanted to find, what did I say they were? 5x5s. I wanted a long skinny frame with at least 3 holes so I could put one of the two of them in there, one of the 3 of them, and then one of her with each of the grandmas. And I could not find anything online. Aww. So I think I'm going to have to go buy a frame and then maybe have somebody in the framing department cut a mat for this. I'm sure they can do that, because I would love to have those together. It's just such an iconic 1970s. And I kind of have a memory of them doing that trip, but I must have been in high school, because I'm thinking it didn't faze me that much that she was gone, in high school. But I also wonder who the heck drove, because my mom did not drive the freeway. She would never have driven to Canada. My other grandma with the big white hair, she never drove a day in her life. So I think my little grandma, who lived to be 95 or whatever she was, Grandma Hattie, I think she probably drove them up there. She was a go-getter.
Yeah, she was.
She was, yeah. So anyway, I wish I knew more about the trip. I didn't ever see these pictures until just recently, and I would have asked Mom about it, but oh well, that's
someday.
Yeah.
You can ask her someday. Someday you can ask her. All the time in the world to talk about this.
Tell me about that trip you guys took to Butchart Gardens. How wild were you guys up there?
What did you do up there?
They had tea. I'm sure they had tea at the Empress.
Probably.
I don't know if they actually stayed in the Empress. I don't know. I wish I had known. And there's so many things that you don't know to ask anybody about until after they're gone. And they're like, oh, I wish I would have asked them that.
Yeah. Now I'll never know.
I'll never know. Anyway, yeah. You got plans for the week?
Well, I still feel, I don't know. Yeah. I'm just going to spin and do whatever my magazine monthly challenge is. I did do 4 hours for the different ones. Stockings is my focus piece, because I'm giving Jessie the stocking. So it's generosity is the theme for magazine monthly. So I thought, well, that's me being generous.
It's open for interpretation, honey.
Yeah. I'm being generous in giving my time and energy for the stocking. And then the other 4 things for the acrostic is gift. So for G, I have good cheer, which is my shepherd's bush. For I have icy snapperland. For F, I have full coverage. So whatever, I've got my height, I've got a couple dimensions that are somewhat full coverage.
Oh, yeah. Good idea.
And then for T, I have Turkey Day, which is really the one I just keep wanting to work on. I'm just really,
I know.
It's cute. It's just so cute.
I think for my focus piece, I'm doing those gratitude, the thankful trees.
Oh yeah.
Talks about gratitude. I thought, well, when you have gratitude, you tend to be more generous.
It's open for interpretation.
Yeah. And then, because I really want to work on that piece, I went to pull it out the other day and doggone it, but the thread, the color that I'm using to do the back stitching on those trees, it's gone. I think it's in here somewhere on my desk and I can't find it. I saw it here the other day and then it moved. And then for I have icy also for 4 season girls, because it's snowy. And for F, I've got my hour year calendar piece, because it's got falling leaves on it. And T is Dreaming Miss Claus, because there's trees.
Oh, cute.
Oh, and G is Merry and Bright. It's a Pineberry Lane that I started last year. And the G is because you use Guacamole Weeks thread.
That works. I used my Snapperland for B because of the thread name a couple months ago. Kind of itching to start something small. I don't have any really, other than my shepherd's bush, I don't really have much that's just small. So I might
go to the shepherd's bush webpage, and they've got a bunch of.
I might go look for something to just start, because I think I don't know, I just want something small that's kind of satisfying to work on. I have a ton of big projects right now.
Yeah, that's kind of how I felt. I just needed some small things right now. And there's so many other designers that have free ones too. If you're watching us, obviously you're watching us if you're hearing me talk, but and you have a designer that you know has free patterns, let us know. I know Doreen Jones, she's got Facebook page, she has a lot of free paid. Every Friday she does a free one. They're more a different style, you know, they're more kind of that cutesy. And
I have a ton of other patterns just kind of tucked away that I've accumulated over.
Yeah.
And so I just need to look through what I have.
Or, you know, spend the $5 and get one of Emily Call's small ones.
I know, that's what I would love to do. Although, and I have a ton of cute ones too. I was kind of going through a few things and thought, oh, I should start this. And then I never did. So maybe I'll go back and do this.
There's lots of
options. Need something kind of small.
Oh, Lizzie Kate has free ones too, if you're looking for a free one.
Oh, maybe I'll look.
Their website has a bunch of free ones.
Oh, maybe I'll look through some. I just want something little to just pull out.
Yeah, that's what I think I felt like last night when I pulled out that little shepherd's bush with the bird on it. I just want something small. I had worked on other stuff and I just need something small to tide me over. And it's kind of. And
I do want to pick something for a 25/7, and I'm just not sure what. I could do the shepherd's bush, but I'll probably be done with that in 2 days at most. I mean, I'll probably finish it tonight. And I kind of tempted to do the 25/7 with a big piece so that I'm making like consistent progress on it. But
you could do your turkey day.
It would be 25/7 because then I would kind of have a reason to touch it every day.
Yeah.
Even if I didn't spin for it. That's a good idea.
I think, that's what I'm going to do is pick a piece I
probably need to work on my Shores of Hawk Run Hollow. I just realized because I should probably go on here somewhere. Maybe that should be my 25/7 this month.
Yeah.
No.
My whip go is Hawk Run Hollow and Sunflower Fairy, and I haven't started working on those, but
my other one is the stockings, which I'm doing, but I probably do need to work on Shores of Hawk Run Hollow a little bit. So I need to get.
That's your whip go?
2 whopping hours in for my whip go.
This month?
Yeah.
Oh, you only have 2-hour goals?
Yes, remember?
Yeah. Hey, it's working.
I kept up, so whatever it takes.
The 4 hours that I've done, pretty much, I caught up.
Are you?
Yeah. I caught up last month.
Oh, good.
I really did a push on that at the end of the month. I waited till the end of the month. That was kind of dumb, but you know, we only have another month after this, and then we can redo our goals. And I missed Carolyn Zook's planning. My other plans.
Making what? You have other plans?
I had I spent a lot of time this week thinking about what my calendar piece was going to be. My monthly.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And I finally figured it out, and I think I did the math right. And I ordered fabric big enough and these actually probably are not as big as I think they are. They're actually not. They're 96 by 62, which is actually smaller than Joyful World. But I was enabled by Carolyn Zook 2 years ago. I'm sure it was 2 years ago at least.
I remember.
Pine Mountain has these monthly, they actually have 2 series going. They have these ones that are a little more involved, and then the other ones are square. Let me take it out. So this is the January one. And a couple of them called for a lot of weeks dye works or some of those. And then the rest of them all just used DMC. So I don't know if they were going to start designing. So they're all like little snaps. They're called snapshots, and you can see the little photo.
Are you doing it on the polka dot fabric?
No. They're not all done on it. They're all done on different fabric. I just got a basic beige kind of fabric. You know what just kills me is I really like that Stormy Night that I did my Joyful World on, and I can hardly ever find it. It is always sold out in the size that I need on 1 2 3 Stitch. It was all last year. Anyway, so this is January's. So I'm going to do these. I'm going to do 3 across and 4 down. Yeah. It's kind of my MO. But I have January. I just ordered March. And then I ordered February. I have March. I actually have all the flosses for March too. And it's the Lion and the Lamb, and
that's cute.
They're kind of hard to see. They're not great pictures. Then I have April, which is adorable. It's got a little yellow, like half a body, and little umbrella and little bunny ears. So it got like a little yellow slicker.
Cute.
There we go. So that's April. wait a minute. April, May. I have May. Do I not have May? Did I show May? Oh yeah, May. Flowers and a bike.
Oh yeah, I remember her work. Didn't she do that one?
I don't think she's done any of them.
Oh, maybe I just remember you showing them or her showing
June them. Is a bear and mountains and a little camping trailer.
Oh, that's cute. That's a lot of stitching.
It's going to be a lot of stitching on these, which is why I'm going to do 3, give myself 3 months to get one season done. And then July is a lot of stitching. July has this United States blue background. In that, yeah, they're a little bit much. July. Then I don't have August or September or October. I figured I can get those later, but I had already bought November.
Oh, that's a cute one.
And December, which I don't like the fabric color they did that on.
I don't either.
Anyway, so I decided I'm going to do those. I looked at several different other designers. There is a cooler designs, KOO. What are they called? Kohler. They're on they have their own website, but they're also on 123 Stitch. They have kind of a little square monthly piece that I looked at, and maybe someday we'll do that one. Heart and home, heart and somebody else. I kind of had saved a few to look at over the year. There wasn't a ton, but then I did just Google. I did go on to 123 Stitch and just search for monthly pieces or something like that. And so some came up. And like I said, this one, they do have a second series and they're little smaller designs and they're more, they're smaller and they're square rather than rectangular. So yeah, so maybe that'll be my next year. Who knows? Who knows if we'll keep doing it. I do like having kind of that monthly piece going. I don't know why. It's a weird little quirky thing I got going.
Yeah.
I don't know where I'm going to hang them all. Where am I going to hang them all?
I think you're going to have all these calendar pieces on one fabric. Oh well.
Just I'll have one wall.
You can just switch them out if you wanted to.
That's true. Yeah, some can just stay in the bin of shame.
Or 1 year you could hang one and another year you could hang another.
Rotate them every year. Yeah, that's true. You get tired looking at one. And then I had that other one that I did, that the old one that had the mold on it that I cut. The little tiny squares. Yeah. Got that one too.
Have a whole wall of calendar pieces.
Yeah. Well, and there was a couple seasonals, huh?
Oh,
what?
Oh yeah, I did draw for the giveaway. Sorry, I was just all of a sudden thought, wait, did we do?
We didn't announce who won the Halloween one though. We
haven't announced who won the Halloween one. That's what I was just thinking. Wait, did we do that? Yeah. I did it ahead of time. Yes, but
so last week we were giving away this by Cotton Pixels.
Is that a good picture on the back, or is that a pattern? It's kind of closer up. That is cute.
Here, let me take it out of the plastic. The glare is really bad in here, and part of it's because of all the lighting I have to have on.
Yeah, even I just look yellow now that there's no daylight coming in the window. So if you're in a southern part of the United States, it's 5:45 and it's like midnight dark here now, just so you know what it's like in Washington, because people visit and are shocked. The winner for this cute pattern is Bridget Drew. So that's the second one you've won in a couple weeks, Bridget. Congratulations.
I will get those in the mail, and it comes with a cute little charm too. Yeah, it's dark. I can't.
Yeah, pitch dark. Like it could be 9 o'clock at night right now.
Does it not get that dark down south?
No, it doesn't.
Really?
My friends that are from Mississippi, when they move up here, they're like, what is happening right now? And it's also weird that it stays as late as it does in the summer. It just doesn't have, they're far enough south that they're closer to the equator. So their days are not quite as drastically short. And the closer you get to the pole.
So you're saying they're more consistent throughout the year, and so they don't have the longer light in the summer that we have?
A little bit, but not like we do. Not nearly as drastic.
That makes sense. I did notice that on our trip to the Midwest in the spring. The farther east we went, even east, and we were a little farther south.
If you're further south, it'll make a difference. East and west don't make a difference.
But it did make a little bit, because we were a little bit farther south.
Oh, well, it might make a difference Yeah, it's complicated. It might make a little difference because actually in our time zone, the sun doesn't set at the same time on the clock because the earth is still turning even in a big time zone. So that would make a difference.
Yeah.
In the time zone.
Yeah, maybe not that drastic as down south, but there was definitely a difference, like when we were visiting Cass and Andrew in Duluth, and they're north. It should be short. And yeah, I think so. But yeah, I mean, I don't mind this because the reality for me, it's hard on your dad.
It's hard for me.
But he's done driving. At the latest he's out is 4:30. So it'll just be, in the heat, in the heart of winter, it'll just be getting dark at 4:30. That's like January, and Mail's lighter in January. So he's usually off by 4:30. Yeah. I don't care so much because I'm just working from home and it doesn't matter to me. I mean, once I come home from work, it's not like I'm going to need to go out and do yard work or go for a hike or something. I mean, I finish work and I go make dinner. So whether it's dark or not, I don't care. I don't care. But it'll be interesting tomorrow because now it'll be lighter in the morning for a little bit before the solstice catches up. Yeah. It's always shocking to me in the fall when that happens because it's been pitch dark in the mornings. So
it'll be to get up earlier.
Than I do.
Yeah, it'll be different. And hopefully, if Congress ever gets their act together and signs the doggone bills that are sitting there to do away with this time change, we'll be on the other calendar.
I know.
Which is still going to get dark early.
Eventually. On the other one. Yeah, we would spring forward and stay on that.
Stay there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, the reality is it's still going to get dark in the winter at some point because it's just natural. It just won't be so early.
Yeah.
It'll be more like end of December or middle and end of December and January.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But I don't know why they can't just sign it. I mean, all the Western states.
I think somebody is petitioning against it. I think that there's somebody blocking it, but I'm not sure. I don't know. Something with the Court of Appeals. I don't know. I don't really.
Oh, maybe. Because I think Oregon, California, Washington, all of us in this one district that they wanted it to be one district, all voted it in. And I know this is really itchy. I'm sorry. And it's still sitting there. But the interesting thing is if we had voted to stay on this time zone, we could have done it without Congress's signature. If only if you go the other way. I don't know why.
Yeah, I would have probably preferred this. I'm not sure what I would prefer. And yeah, I can't. I'd have to think about it.
I just want them to stick with one. Just stick with one.
I know. Sticking with one is probably better than the constant change. Hey, I have a new book to recommend so far.
Oh, okay.
Who recommended this? Oh, I think I saw it on Instagram from a few of my friends. So I don't think it was related to Stitch and stuff, but this book so far has been really fun. It's called The Inheritance Games, and it's by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, and it is a series.
Oh.
And it's kind of like it's like it's YA for sure, but higher than like the lower, like I wouldn't have to read this quite yet. There's a little too much innuendo and things like in there. Yeah. Although it's been very clean so far. But the premise is basically here. Let me see if I can find a quick. Avery Grams has a plan for a better future. Survive high school, win a scholarship, and get out. Basically, she's living with her sister. Her mom is dead, and but her sister is in a relationship with an abusive boyfriend, and so Avery doesn't like him at all, and sometimes lives in her car. Oh. And then overnight, her fortunes change when billionaire Tobias Hawthorne dies and leaves Avery virtually his entire fortune. The catch: Avery has no idea why or even who Tobias Hawthorne is. To receive her inheritance, Avery must move into sprawling, secret passage-filled Hawthorne house where every room bears the old man's touch and his love of puzzles, riddles, and codes. Unfortunately for Avery, Hawthorne house is also occupied by the family that Tobias Hawthorne just dispossessed, which includes the four Hawthorne grandsons, dangerous, magnetic, brilliant boys who grew up with every expectation that one day they would inherit billions. And then I'm skipping ahead a little. Anyways, caught in a world of wealth and privilege with danger around every turn, Avery will have to play the game herself just to survive. And then there's two more books, The Hawthorne Legacy and The Final Gambit. And the person did you ever read The Westing Game? That's definitely like a grade reader. murder mystery kind of clue-ish book,
yes.
which we love, the Westing Game. So my friend who recommended this on Instagram said it was like a combo of Knives Out and the Westing Game. And I definitely feel like that's kind of an accurate.
Yes. Yes.
Anyway.
That Knives Out. So hilarious.
I'll show it again. And I got it from the library. I had to wait a little bit for it, but so I only get Libby checkouts for 21 days. So, and it's on my app. It's how many pages on my phone, because I read it on my phone usually in bed. It's 476 pages, but that's just the, this amount of page. It's not very much writing. But 476, I was like, man, I got to make sure I'm like on a schedule and reading this before I have to return it. So I got 21 days, and I figured if I
figure out how many you have.
Well, after a couple days, I thought, okay, if I read 20 pages every day, I'll easily have it done. And I'm enjoying it so much that I'm further than that. Right now. So it hasn't been like too hard. But yeah, I'm having fun with it. It's fluffy.
Sounds fun.
And yeah, I don't know exactly what the puzzles are or why she inherited. I can't really see what's happening, but if you need just some fun, rollicking read, it's not heavy.
Yeah.
It's just really fun right now.
I did buy it was on sale. I'm almost done with Love from London.
Okay.
So I bought one called The Christmas Bookshop, a novel by Jenny Colgan. And she's written a bunch, like, forget what all I haven't read her other ones, but I've seen them. And this one was, her original one was The Bookshop on the Corner.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's set in the UK. So like the reviews, The Christmas Bookshop is literary hot chocolate with a bourbon shot. Mm-hmm. Hot, sweet, with a surprising emotional kick. And it is perfect for the holidays. A brand new heartwarming Christmas novel from the beloved New York Times bestselling author of The Bookshop on the Corner and Christmas at the Island Hotel. Laid off from her department store job, Carmen has perilously little cash and few options. The prospect of spending Christmas with her perfect sister Sophia in Sophia's perfect house with her perfect children and her perfectly ordered yuppie life does not appeal. Frankly, Sophia doesn't exactly want her prickly sister Carmen there either. But Sophia has yet another baby on the way, a mother desperate to see her daughters get along, and a client who needs help revitalizing his shabby old bookshop. So Carmen moves in and takes the job. Thrown rather suddenly into the inner workings of Mr. McCready's ancient bookshop on the picturesque streets of historic Edinburgh, Carmen is intrigued despite herself. The store is dusty and disorganized, but undeniably charming. Can she breathe some new life into it in time for Christmas shopping? What will happen when a famous and charismatic author takes a sudden interest in the bookshop and Carmen? And will the Christmas spirit be enough to help heal her fractured family? So I thought that sounded like a fun
again?
The Christmas Bookshop.
It sounds like a Hallmark movie, literature. Hallmark Christmas movie. Christmas Bookshop. Okay, so if you're new or don't remember, we have a GoodReads account where we just kind of put our books and people's recommendations on there. So if you're reading something that you would recommend to others, let us know. I'll put it on there. And
did I ever mention this other one? I think I did. Never mind. I think it was one that Stitchy Princess Black had talked about.
Oh, yeah.
Called The Invisible Life of Artie LaRue.
Yes, I kind of thought that was.
I kind of want to read that one soon, too. That one's about a gal that I think gets her wish to never die.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Something throughout the ages, which reminds me of a little bit of the movie that I love called
Age of Adeline.
Yes, Age of Adeline.
I've never watched that, and I just put it on my watch list on one of the apps to watch one night when Jesse's gone. I mean, I could watch it when he's here too, but
you would like it. It's a sweet movie. I mean, I really like that movie. It was kind of underrated, but
I heard a lot about it when it came out, but I don't know why I didn't. Maybe I was just in the baby stage and didn't watch movies. I don't really know.
Maybe. And I don't think I really paid much attention to it until my mom started talking about it. It was one of her favorite movies. And so then we watched it, and then I ended up really loving it. I think I actually did I buy it on our digital? I might have, because I really do like it. It's kind of a feel good. You don't know how it's going to end kind of thing, but yeah. So, I mean, I'm going to plug along on my other one and start this Christmas one, maybe. I don't think it's a really long one either. this Christmas one.
Yeah.
I also have a hard copy version of Christmas with Miss Reed.
Oh.
I had read a long time ago. Not a hard copy, but a physical copy. So I kind of wanted to read that too. So we'll see. Yeah. Little village life. Christmas village life.
I don't know what the girls are doing downstairs. They're making a lot of weird noises. Well, I should probably go feed them dinner.
Yeah. Yeah. So thanks for watching. Happy stitching.
You have a great week.
Yeah. Congrats to all of our winners.
What'd you say? Oh, congrats. Yeah.
Congrats to all of our winners.
Yeah.
Ooh, you got hair sticking out. Okay.
Thanks for watching.
Happy stitching.